y'all don't have, yeah. Y'all have no idea how hard, or no, how weird it is to press record and just go. You guys have no idea. Unless you're a content creator. Or unless, you know. I get so nervous every time it's time to turn on this camera. I do. But I get so excited because I'm excited. I just get excited to do this. I love what I do. I do. My birthday coming up. Today is the 6th of June. My birthday is on June 10th on a Monday. I'm excited. I'm nervous. What does 26 have to hold? Can't be different than 25. But let me tell you though, 25 was a pivotal year. When they say your frontal lobe develops at 25, let me tell you, sound wisdom. Decisions were made. Standards were set in place. I know what I want and don't want from this life. I do. And all praises to the Most High, because, you know, without him, I wouldn't be able to reach this age, one. And two, I mean, my mind is at ease. Enough yapping. I sound like an auntie. I sound like an unk. I sound like an old hair right now. Hey, y'all. It is your favorite babyface adult, Monty, coming back at you with another video. What's good, Sunflower Gang? All right, y'all. I know I've been yapping, but you know what? Y'all come here to watch me yap anyways. To do all the you come here to watch me do that. All right, y'all. We are back with another SpongeBob conspiracy theory, and I know the next point in this whole cartoon conspiracy journey that we are all taking is to make my own. And I really do, because I love pay attention to fine details of shows and games and just things and everything. Let me tell you something. I believe that anything, absolutely anything, has lore, has a story, has a theory. I do. I believe anything, especially like in shows and games. I do, and I'm a huge fan of that. And so I know the next step is to make my own, to create my own, to find my own, and at some point I'm gonna learn how to do that, and I hope you guys are ready for those if and when I do that. But before we get started, I need you to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn that bell so you know when I post, because the sun is going down. I've been yapping. Okay, and I'm excited for another theory. I'm excited to be back here and doing another cartoon conspiracy. I'm excited to see what this one's about. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on the video. Y'all wanna like quick fit check? Hold on. I love me a good oversized flannel crop top combo. I do. The pants are a little loose. I ain't fresh. I don't look like the mom, cool mom. I'm coming to pick up my kids. Imagine me pulling up in this type of outfit, picking up my kid from school. My hip just gripped.
Oh, what's good, Sunflower Gang? Bro, leave this in. Bro, look how hot this is. You think I should wait? I just tap it. I don't want you to burn this up. Just tap it.
Yeah, bro, just use mine.
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
In the case, you can try this.
Yeah.
You can try yours one more time. But that is hot. I don't know what that's about.
Like a whole blow up on string?
Right.
Drops a hole, gotta run out the house so the roof don't fall on me. Alright, have a good recording, bro. And I'm gonna have a good stream.
It don't matter how big that guy is. That's a big guy, bro. But that is my little brother, bro. And I will over him, okay? But today's is called SpongeBob Conspiracy number 6, the Goofy Goober Alien Death Cult Theory. Look, let me tell you something about cults. I was just watching a video about the 7M management. Basically, this guy that was a pastor, and then he basically spread abroad. Basically, he went into a business mindset and started making like a management for dancers or whatever. And so basically it became kind of it became cultish, which he was cultish from the beginning, misusing the word of God and slapping God onto the things that he was saying and doing. This man was a manipulator, SA'd people, you know, committing fraud, messing with people's money, and then all in the name of God. See, my issue with people like that is when you misuse God like that. I'm getting so serious right now, I'm so sorry. But when you misuse God like that, that is so messed up. Sometimes people like that are people's first introduction to learning about God and knowing who God is. But when you have people that misuse God's words for their own personal gain and to use and abuse people, they ruin it, because that's not how God is. My grandmother always taught me, R.I.P. to Jarena, aka G Banky. She always taught us that God is a gentleman and God is love. And from my own personal experience, God is love for me. God is kind. God never abused me. God has never misused me. God has never caused any harm in any way. So I feel bad for people that have their first introduction to God. The idea of church or the idea of God is ruined because of this, because individuals like this man, I guess his name is like Robert something, like Shekinah Church or whatever. It's a Netflix, it's a documentary on Netflix, like 3 episodes. I would watch if you're interested. But this man, and he goes on trial 2025, and I hope he gets put behind bars, and I hope they take everything from him, simply because I don't appreciate, and I have my own relationship with God and I love God so much, I don't appreciate people that ruin God for other people. I don't play about God, and neither should you. And anybody out there that had a terrible introduction to God because of people, because of human beings, I apologize. And I hope that if you ever get reintroduced to a reintroduction of God, I hope that is better. And I hope that you actually see the love and kindness that is in God, because he is love and he is peace, he's joy. I promise you, I am a living testament. I have a lot of stories. I have my own story. God is love. Okay? Hallelujah. This got a little serious, but but we're talking about the Goofy Goober alien death cult, and cults are crazy. Anybody that, oh my God, bro. They are the worst kind of people. Manipulators. Let me tell you something. I believe that the Goofy Goober kind of thing is a cult. The way Spongebob and Patrick were acting, okay? It might be a little cultish. It might be a little, you know what I'm saying? It might be a little weird, bruh. Might be a little weird. So I'm excited to see what Alex Bale got to say about this. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You read the title correctly. This is the Goofy Goober alien death cult theory, and no, I am not joking. This seemingly innocent ice cream parlor is a front for something very sinister. The beloved SpongeBob movie actually has a much darker and tragic meaning to it.
What?
I am being 100% serious when I tell you that I think this is my best, most convincing theory yet. And if you thought my evolution theory was dark, well, get ready. This is the Goofy Goober alien death cult theory.
Yo! I love it! What's the drama? What's tea? Fill my cup up. I'm gonna drink it all. I'm gonna consume it all. I love it. Now, this is the type of drama and gossip I enjoy. This is my type of drama and gossip, you know? Guilty pleasure. I love a good theory. Everything, I'm trying to tell you, everything in it, everything has lore. Everything has a story. Everything has a theory. In a fun way. I'm so hyped. He said it was dark. He said it was... What's tea? Oh. My turtle back there in her tank probably hearing me lose my freaking mind. I don't have a tortoise, I have a turtle. And yes, there is a difference. Get educated. But I wouldn't mind a tortoise, bro. I love reptiles. I am such a reptile and amphibian girly. I am not I like dogs, you know. I'm definitely allergic to cats. Like, I'm super allergic to cats. But I love reptiles and amphibians. I want a chameleon, and I'm gonna name him Laverne. I want a crawfish. Like, I want a pet crawfish. I'm gonna name him Wingding. And I want a frog. Like, I want a frog. It's just this specific. I'm gonna put a picture like somewhere on here. This is the type of frog I want. They look like they're mad at the world, and then they have like these cute little booty cheeks, bro. And I want that type of frog too. So I love me some reptiles and amphibians. They are so adorable to me. And that girl Banana back there, I would take her out, but I need her to get hydrated and eat. She loves to be outside of her tank. But I love Banana, and maybe I'll insert a little clip of me and Banana. That is my girl. That is my girl. I love her to death. I love you, Banana. I love you. But yes, I love me some reptiles and amphibians. You can never go wrong. They're cute too. Like, don't get me wrong, the hamster is cute. And birds. My mom likes birds. I love animals. I love animals, but I'm never gonna stop eating meat, bro. Pause. But do I feel bad when I consume animals? I do. Sometimes I'm like, dang, I really probably shouldn't be eating these. You know? But, bro, I don't know, bro. I'm never gonna stop, okay? I'm not gonna stop. I was vegetarian for a year on time, and it was cool. It was cool. But I would never be vegan. Now, that's just killing yourself. No offense to nobody. Oh my God. Sometimes the intrudes. No offense. To me, being a vegan is a little too hard. But if it's working for you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean nothing by it. I just meant that for me. My personal, you know, I be talking. I gotta be careful. Number one yapper in the world. I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Hey, what's the biggest animal that you have?
What kind of question is that?
Oh boy, Alex has finally lost his mind. Goofy Goober alien death cult theory?
Yes!
Make that in a random word generator? Trust me, there's actually a lot to this theory. And if anyone's qualified to make it, it's me, considering
yes.
I made a whole web series about a restaurant being a front for a cult. Here at Pizza Time Pizza, we don't use any preservatives or fake ingredients. Pizza Time Pizza is not a cult. But those are the old days. That guy now, and there is an insane demand for more of these theories. I mean, the Mrs. Puff one has like 12 million views. That is crazy. Thank you.
To me, this was probably one of my favorite theories, bro. The Mrs. Puff theory was absolutely insane. That and the Pearl one. That one was my favorite. But Mrs. Puff, bro, she is a stone cold weirdo. She's wild. That theory is so fun. 12 million and more, because there's more, is well deserved. Alex, one of the best conspiracy theorists ever. Come on now.
So much. Now, this is the part of the video where I try to make you think I'm about to start the theory, but then, oh boy, a sponsor. Everyone loves those. But today, I'm actually sponsored by a company that I'm really excited to talk about. Happy Meat Farms is an animal farming company that offers a variety of different delicious meat products.
I ain't gonna lie, Alex, I'm gonna...
They stand for... Now let's begin the theory.
Yay! Hey! Hey, hold on! I'm a goofy goober, yeah. You're a goofy goober, yeah. We're a goofy goobers, yeah. Goofy, yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I gotta play, cause I'm okay? Hit it. I'm a goofy goober, yeah. You're a goofy goober, yeah. We're a goofy goober, yeah. Goofy goober, yeah. Wait, hold on. That eats, bro. Come on. You can't tell me that joke you don't eat. You can't tell me that you don't eat. You can't tell me. That my honest reaction every time anything SpongeBob related, bro. I'm screaming to the top of my lungs, bro. That is... there's no wrong in my eyes. No wrong.
Goofy Goober's is an old-fashioned ice cream parlor that first appeared in the Spongebob movie. It's the very definition of a fun, innocent place for children. So, how on earth did I come to the conclusion that it's actually an alien death cult? In fact,
did you?
What even is an alien death cult? Usually, it's a religious group that wants you to believe that one day aliens will come to Earth and take the members of the cult to a better place. And in order to get there, they have to commit mass suicide. The most infamous example of this being Heaven's Gate. Like I said, this is going to be a very dark video with some serious subject matter. So, how does this have anything to do with Goofy Goobers? In the more recent seasons of SpongeBob, they've started referencing Goofy Goobers again. In fact, there's even an episode called The Goofy Newbie where Patrick gets a job there. And it's in this episode when Patrick is—
Bro, look how tight Patrick's shoes were.
Goofy Newbie where Patrick gets a job there. And
hold on.
Goobers again. In fact,
look how tight his shoes were.
Called The Goofy Newbie where Patrick gets—
That's it. that's insane. Bro, take them jugs off. Alright, I'm sorry.
The job there. And it's in this episode when Patrick is watching an employee training video that I first realized there was something more going on here.
The story of our ice cream begins with our founder, Reginald Goober, who for some unexplained reason was nicknamed Goofy. In 1842, he headed west in a covered ice cream wagon. He served his warm ice cream on rocks and sticks. From those humble beginnings, Goofy Goober has grown into a multi-billion-dollar business.
You know, it's a pretty standard company video. They just want their employees to wash their hands and keep their work area clean.
We only ask that you, 1, practice good hygiene, 2, maintain good work habits.
Nothing out of the ordinary, except there's one more thing that they want you to do.
And 3, believe in extraterrestrials.
Peace, hugs, and ice cream!
Huh. An organization that wants you to believe in aliens. That couldn't be a Heaven's Gate reference in SpongeBob, could it? No, that's crazy. And even if it was, it could just be a random throwaway gag. There's no way Goofy Goobers is actually a cult, right? But then I started to rewatch every appearance of Goofy Goobers, and things took on a whole new meaning. One of the most basic ideas of a cult is that they strip you of your individuality and make you change your entire identity to be about the cult. And that's exactly what Goofy Goobers does. Everyone there wears Goofy Goober uniforms just like a cult. I mean, what other restaurant has not just employees, but customers that always dress up in a specific way? And their theme song that is constantly repeated and reinforced is just the simple line,
I'm a Goofy Goober, yeah. You're a little—
And that's the thing, like, I literally not too long ago, bro, me and my sister were literally just watching this documentary about this guy, Robert Shakina, if that's his last name. I don't know his last name, but look it up, 7M Management. The guy is a Looney Tune. Comes to cults, bro, that junk is, it's a dark thing to even be a part of, because people are always looking for a place to belong. People are always looking for a place to fit in, a place to feel accepted and heard or whatever, right? So people that become cult leaders or whatever prey on that. They prey on those that are kind of, I don't want to say weak-minded is such a negative connotation, but those that are just always looking to feel something that's missing on the inside. A lot of people that end up in these cults are sometimes come from tough backgrounds and sometimes are just looking to find themselves, right? It's crazy because some people have tough backgrounds, you know, like being raised by, you know, in poor environments, or sometimes people that end up in cults were raised sheltered only to end up in a cult to even be more sheltered, which is so, because they think it's like choosing the lesser evil. It's like, I was sheltered when I was a kid, but I'm not as sheltered in this cult, so I'm gonna choose this cult. And it's really sad, right? So these cult leaders are manipulators. They're liars, narcissists. They're all kinds of sick individuals, and I don't like people that mess with people mentally. There's a bunch of ways to be traumatized. There's a bunch of ways to be abused, and sometimes I feel like being mentally and emotionally abused is worse than physically being abused, right? Dang, this is kind of getting serious, my bad, but I do think it's worse because, you know, physically you can heal, You know, you can heal from whatever being harmed, right? You can heal from that. But that mental and emotional thing, there's no band-aid for it. There's no real thing to it's something you just don't forget. Like, you can have a scar, right? You can have a scar, but the scar is healed. But that mental and emotional thing that was caused by that trauma, that's my brother is so loud. That mental and emotional thing that was caused by that trauma it's always there. It's always there. So I'm so I feel for people that were in this situation, because it's like, you're an adult. How did you get manipulated? It happens. It happens, bro. I'm not gonna blame the victim in this situation, you know, because it looked like something that was good. It looked like something that was safe at the time. And then because you are uneducated or because you don't know much about it, of course you're gonna go along with it until it hits you like, you know what? This doesn't feel right. This feels wrong. So, but cult leaders, the worst.
I'm a goofy goober, you're a goofy goober, we're all goofy goobers. It is literally just a song saying that your whole identity is based around goofy goobers, and that's it. And in the Spongebob movie, there's a scene where Spongebob and Patrick have to try their best to not sing along to the theme song, and it literally causes them intense pain to not sing along.
Don't sing along, Patrick!
I'm trying so hard.
It's as if they've been brainwashed and physically can't stop themselves from singing it. And you can't even just chalk this up to SpongeBob and Patrick being weirdos. Two other fish can't stop themselves from singing along, even though it means they'll get beat up for it.
Goofy, goofy, goober, goobers, yeah!
And just like how many cult...
I know that this is something about being a cult or whatever, but this movie is such a pure masterpiece, bro. I could watch this movie like over and over again, bro. I love this movie, bro. Everything about it it's so good, bro. It's so good. I like I said, I could never not talk about my appreciation for SpongeBob, bro. They are the pioneers of childhood.
Have an icon or god that they worship. Goofy Goobers has the dancing peanut mascot that's all over the restaurant's branding. I mean, just look at how excited all the kids are when he comes out.
Goofy Goober!
Alright, but just because kids like a mascot doesn't mean that they have some kind of religious worship for them. Well, if you don't believe me, take it from SpongeBob himself.
Open your eyes, Patrick! We blow
bubbles, we eat ice cream, we worship a dancing peanut for God's sake.
We do not worship him.
Patrick, you've been wearing the same Goofy Goober peanut party underpants for 3 years straight. What do you
call that? Worship.
In the SpongeBob movie video game, there's even a Goofy Goober
Wait! I have never played this. Yeah. We're gonna get it. But I just want to say, that's how I feel about Cocomelon. Kids are absolutely addicted to Cocomelon. When I have my own children, we are not going to be a Cocomelon family. No. We are going to be a Little Bill, a Dora the Explorer, Little Bear, Franklin, Maggie and the Ferocious Beast, Oswald. Let me tell you something about child development, okay? You need shows like that. The reason why shows like that look kind of like soft, their art style was soft, it was intentional because it helps kids process better what's going on, right? It helps kids process and learn things better with the slow and calm animation. When you have things like Cocomelon that has like these super bright colors and this fast-paced movement, it doesn't do nothing but just keeps their attention. Yes, kids are learning, and I'm not knocking the kids that learn from Cocomelon, but it's not really good for their development. It's not really good for their mind because it affects their attention span. You know, think about it now with social media. When you're trying to be a content creator, when you're trying to get somebody's attention, you have literally like 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds to let people know or get people's attention. Now, imagine people that have watched Cocomelon over the years. Right.
Token that reads, "In Goofy we trust," replacing the word God with Goofy. Things are looking awfully culty, aren't they? Cults will also often create reading material about their beliefs for their followers to read, and Goofy Goobers is no exception to this. In the new Spongebob spin-off, The Patrick Star Show, we see a Goofy Goober employee reading some kind of book about ice cream. And look at him, he's not busy working, he's choosing to read this in his downtime. I mean, compare him to Squidward, who sometimes reads in his downtime at work. It's not like he's reading about the Krusty Krab. This book looks a lot like it's a doctrine for a cult's beliefs. A major part of how cults get so successful is by getting their followers to give them money. Now, obviously Goofy Goobers charges people for ice cream, but they actually convince their followers to trade their money for a made-up Goofy Goober currency.
I don't know what Plankton's paying you, but if you let us go, I can make it worth your while.
What is this?
That, sir, is $5 Goober dollars. Legal tender at any participating Goofy Goober.
This would explain how the Goofy Goober founder, an idiot who sold ice cream on rocks and sticks, turned the company into a multi-billion-dollar franchise. He convinced people to believe that aliens would one day take them to a better place and got them to give him all their money. Another tactic that—
This is a crazy place to pause, but that's insane, bro. Let me find out Goofy Goober taking people money, and it's not just about being a peanut, and it's not just about ice cream and a super catchy song. Let me find out, because that's crazy. Let me like do you know how crazy it is to trade your money in for fake money? No one's thinking that's crazy. SpongeBob, well, I can't really expect you to think outside the box, bro. You look at the world in rainbows and cookies, bro. I can't. But SpongeBob, listen to me, baby, please, sweetheart, please. I'm talking. Please get out while you can. You don't even got money as it is. Mr. Krabs take your money as it is. Trading in whatever little paycheck you got for Goofy Goober bucks. Patrick, SpongeBob, please.
That cults use to indoctrinate people is overloading them with compliments and making them feel special. And that's exactly what Goofy Goobers does to Patrick when he gets a job there. The training video says that they appreciate him.
Hello and welcome. As a new Goofy Goober employee, we'd like you to know that we appreciate you.
And then his manager says the exact same thing.
I'm your manager, and I want you to know that I appreciate you.
And then despite Patrick messing up and causing chaos, the manager says it once again.
I'll give you another chance tomorrow. I'm afraid you're fired. In a most appreciative way.
There is no reason for the manager to be disappreciative of Patrick after all the terrible work he's done. He's just trying to emotionally manipulate him. The tactic is especially effective on vulnerable people like children, and we see this in the Patrick Star Show. Not only did Patrick start eating Goofy Goober ice cream when he was young, and eventually ended up working there and worshiping their god, but this green kid also grew up to become an employee at Goofy Goobers. There's
no way! But if you look at him in the movie though, if you pay attention to him in the movie, move my mic a little because you can hear my brother. Stop yapping. He's streaming. But if you pay attention to the way bro look in the movie, he is unhappy. And all these years after the movie, bro is still there. Get out. Get out, bro. You gotta get out. You gotta leave, bro. It ain't what it seems. Let me go. I need to grab this light in a little bit. It ain't what it seems, bro. You gotta get out. You gotta get out. You gotta leave.
The ice cream all eventually joined the cult. They are specifically targeting children for indoctrination, but their manipulation goes far beyond just psychological tactics. Trust me, we've just scratched the surface of how far Goofy Goobers will go to brainwash its members. Things are about to get darker.
Ooh, yes! Bro, I'm not the biggest fan of cats, but what you finna do with that cat? What you finna do with that cat? Are you gonna feed it to the y'all been paying attention? You know, Alex got some muse or something in the garage or something in his house that demands to be fed or demands stuff from him. Are you gonna feed the cat to that thing, Alex? I don't really care for cats, but that's not the way to go. That poor little kitty ain't do nothing.
There's a part in the SpongeBob movie where SpongeBob and Patrick go to Goofy Goober's and eat tons of ice cream all night to the point where they become completely drunk off of it. It's a really funny scene, but it begs the question, why does the ice cream get them drunk? Maybe that's just how ice cream works in the SpongeBob universe, and it's the show's way of making a family-friendly alcohol reference. But we've seen other instances where characters eat tons of ice cream and it doesn't have
To say, bro, like, nah, because they be eating their ice cream in the Bikini Bottom and they be just fine. You know, Goofy, Goofy, Goober. What you doing to the ice cream? What you doing to the ice cream now? What are you doing to the ice cream? Like, don't get me wrong, bro. I've been eating like a good amount of ice cream and it had made me feel like, you know, it gave me the itis. But it's never got me drunk. Now, if that was the case, you know how much ice cream I would consume rather than drinking alcohol? Alcohol is nasty AF, okay? But I love me some wine. But Goofy, what we got going on?
have this effect on them. Alright, well, maybe this was just a one-time gag for the movie, and it's not a consistent part of the continuity. But in the season 11 episode, Call the Cops, we get this scene.
One too many goofy goobers again, eh, Patrick?
So, another deliberate reference to Goofy Goober ice cream having a weird alcoholic effect on people. Is it possible that they put something in the ice cream to make people more open to cult indoctrination? Cults have been known to use drugs to keep their followers obedient and suggestible, one of the most infamous examples of this being Charles Manson, who used LSD to convince his followers of his beliefs. If this is the case with Goofy Goobers, they'd probably want to make sure everyone there eats as much ice cream as possible, and the Goofy Goober building is actually cleverly designed in a way to ensure that this happens. There are no windows in the entire building, so you can't tell whether it's day or night. And the Goofy Goober,
just like a gosh darn casino, because casinos are, to me, like, I've been to Vegas and I did like I played like the little slot machines or whatever for funsies, and I made like some money or whatever. But I've seen people quite literally just sit there and let this junk consume them. You gotta be careful when you go out there to Vegas. Like, yes, when I go out to Vegas, I do the cliche Vegas things. What the freak? Like, what else would I go out there to do? I'm doing the cliche Vegas things within reason, though. Within reason, but people really go out there and let Vegas ruin their lives. Like, I get it, but at the same time, you gotta learn some self-control. You gotta go home at some point. You gotta go home. If you make a good amount of money, you better either you take a small portion of that and try to flip it, or you take your earnings and you dip, bro. It's really, to me, let's think about it logically. Making $50 in 5 minutes is amazing. That's probably the most that's like the first time you've ever did something like that. Take that as a win and dip, bro. Don't forget y'all to, maybe I could do more. No, it's not, they're not work, they don't work. The casinos do not work in your favor. They don't care. So yeah, bro, I always pay attention to certain places that don't have windows, that don't have the lights are always bright and there's always a clock. I always pay attention to that type of stuff, because like when you look at businesses, right, though, even the way they structure the inside is very important to what they want you to do, what they want from the consumer.
clock just has random numbers on it, so it's impossible to keep track of time. Because of this, SpongeBob eats ice cream all night and is actually late for work for the very first time. Also, can I point out the fact that the eyes on the clock seem to follow Patrick around in the Goofy Newbie? It's a really creepy and specific detail to include. I mean, we know from the movie that the eyes are usually supposed to be looking straight ahead, but here they're always watching Patrick, their next target for indoctrination. Now, if the ice cream is what keeps their followers in line, they definitely want to make sure their employees were eating as much as possible.
See, this is the kid. They was talking about this is the kid from the Patrick Star Show, which I don't watch, but Alex does. Appreciate you. Look at how unhappy he is and how much he hates his job. Bro, break yourself. break free. What they say, rumbling is coming, rumbling, break free. No, it's beware. It's beware, but break free. Don't break free sound right. Beware is true. I get it. And I sing beware. I scream it, But break free sounds more accurate to Aaron Yeager, bro. The saga, yo. My nigga.
And it turns out Goofy Goobers actually has a policy about this.
Wow, I can't believe Goofy Goober's employees get to eat all the ice cream they want on this job.
The employees get to eat all the ice cream they want. Very interesting. And there's evidence to suggest that the ice cream can do a lot more than just make you suggestible. At the beginning of the Goofy Newbie, Patrick is holding up the line asking for samples of ice cream. The employee he's talking to gets frustrated and calls for security to kick him out.
You sampled every flavor we have. Will you please just pick one?
I would like you to use my spoon!
Security, we have a sample mooch at the counter.
But there's something oddly familiar about this employee. Hang on a second. Isn't that Patrick's sister? The new spin-off, The Patrick Star Show, is a prequel to the main show that introduces us to Patrick's little sister, Squidina. And here, we see her all grown up, working at Goober.
Her name is Squidina? That's so ghetto. Squidina. Like Squidina. Like, my name is Squidina. Like, you can't tell, you're not, no white person saying, my name is Squidina. No, it's Squidina. Like, it's Squidina store. Like, that ain't kind of eat, but it's super ghetto.
Goofy Goobers. She's even credited as Squidina and has the same voice actor. In the Patrick Star Show, we actually do see her eating Goofy Goober ice cream as a kid, which fits with the pattern of kids who eat the ice cream eventually getting indoctrinated into the cult. Now, Squidina and Patrick have a very close, loving relationship in the Patrick Star Show, but here, they act like they're total strangers. It's not surprising that Patrick would forget his own sister, but Squidina is always portrayed as being smart. It's almost like she completely forgot about him. One of the biggest tactics that cults use to indoctrinate people is isolating them from their friends and family to make them more vulnerable and dependent on the cult. And that's
And I'm sorry because it's crazy that I'm watching this on the day that I finished this documentary. So the guy, Robert, that is from the leader of Shekinah Church and 7M Management. Basically, that's what he did with these people. So the basically what he did when he made the management, he targeted dancers, right? So when you target a dancer, she's basically like, oh yeah, I can help you make some money. And of course, as a dancer in a big world, there's a lot of great dancers with very small opportunities. So if somebody says they can help you get the opportunities, you're gonna take that, right? You're gonna take that. So he manipulated and took advantage of the fact that he knew the market for being a dancer is very tough. So he took it upon himself to create this management. They had meetings at his house, they had dinners at his house, and he would always talk about God or whatever. And he was always talking about, I can heal you because I'm a man of God, I'm a man of God, I'm a man of God. He is nowhere near a man of God. There's nothing holy about this man, okay? So one of the things that he did, right? One of the things that he did was saying, you have to die to yourself. You have to die to the things around you, right? Like your family, your friends. And then when you die to that, then you can come back. However, this is just another form when you're in a cult to isolating yourself from your friends and family. Now, granted, there's times in the Bible where the Most High puts you in a place of isolation, right? But the Most High would never cut communication from your family, especially those that love and care for you deeply, right? This man, Robert, was like, nah, you gotta die to your family. So some of these people were quite literally cutting themselves off from their family. And of course, if you're close with your family, they could be like, they could see the switch. It could be like, yo, what happened? Why did such change? And that's exactly what was happening to some of these dancers in their family. Their family was like, they've never been this way. They always answer my calls. They always answer my text messages. And that's exactly what was happening, bro. But he manipulated, misconstrued, and twisted the Bible for his own gain, personal gain, and told these young, impressionable, because they were young at the time, these young, impressionable people that were really trying to make something happen for dance. Oh yeah, you gotta die to your family. And some of these people cut complete ties from their family. When you isolate somebody from what they know, that means you can do whatever you want to them. And that just leaves them vulnerable and they're not safe anymore. But when you're in a cult and when you're not, sometimes you don't realize you're in a cult until you realize you're in it, right? Until something click and you're like, you know what, this doesn't feel right. But this person, Robert, has showed himself friendly, have created opportunities for these dancers and stuff like that. So, and then, slapping God on it sounded good to them at the time. And crazy thing is, some of these people are still in 7M management to this day, and there's other people that were in the documentary that chose to speak out about their experiences. But there's people to this day that are part of that management, and to this day they limit their conversations and their time with their family, or they have little to no conversations at all. And it's sad because of this man. So yeah, but people with this cult stuff, bro, is absolutely insane, bro. They are the worst. I hate it. And I hate that they put God's name on it, because that's not how, like I said, I'm gonna stand by it. That is not how God is. I don't like mean people. I don't like bullies. I don't like people that manipulate people. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that at all. I can't stand that.
Exactly what we're seeing here with Squidina. She has no memory of her family. The ice cream might just be affecting her memory as well. I mean, if she was just meant to be some random reusable character here with no continuity, why would the creators go out of their way to specifically credit her as Squidina, unlike the other random employees who are just credited as employee? Feels like they're deliberately trying to draw attention to it. At the end of the Goofy Newbie, Patrick goes,
I just want to point out how Alex Bell, that's why I can't wait to, I gotta learn how to make my own. I gotta pay attention to stuff like that, because I do pay attention to detail when I want to. How did you see that, Alex? How did you know that was there? I love it. I love it. Pay attention.
Crazy and eats a ton of the ice cream, and then the episode ends in a very interesting way.
Just like the owner.
Now, I don't think Patrick was actually abducted by aliens. I mean, we see him on Earth in the very next episode, and the UFO has the same fake look as the one in the training video. I think that because of all the ice cream he ate, he now fully accepts the Goofy Goober's beliefs, and it's caused him to hallucinate the UFO. So, at this point, I'd say we can make a very strong case for Goofy Goobers being a cult, but with this realization comes a very dark and tragic new meaning.
No!
We will never look at that movie.
Don't ruin it! Again. Don't ruin it! Alex, what are you gonna do with the cat? What are you gonna do with the cat? This bro is a film visionary, man. Talk about it. You guys are cute.
The 2004 Spongebob movie is my favorite thing to come out of the franchise. It's funny, it's emotional, and it encapsulates everything great about SpongeBob. In this movie, SpongeBob goes on a journey of self-discovery and realizes that he doesn't need to change who he is and grow up to fit into society. He just has to embrace his inner kid and be himself. It's a great message that feels really fit.
That's why a lot of us are nerds till this day, because of this right here. He's a grown man, but a child at heart. That's why when we get older and we make money, that's why you see toys, that's why you see posters, that's why we play video games and get figurines and stuffed animals and clothing and all the paraphernalia from our childhood, because I'm not gonna let my inner child die, okay? I'm not gonna let it die. I never will, okay? Because this right here is me. It's me. Why would I stop doing the things that I love? Why would I stop playing video games even though I'm trash? Because, you know, I did it as a kid. Why would I stop watching shows that brought me joy as a kid? Why would I stop doing that? That's me. Like, come on now. Make it make sense.
Fitting for the character. But if you replace the word kid with Goofy Goober, SpongeBob's arc takes on a whole new meaning. It's not about SpongeBob embracing being himself. It's about SpongeBob fully accepting the indoctrination and beliefs of the movie starts with SpongeBob not getting promoted to manager of the new Krusty Krab, a job that he desperately wanted and believed that he would get. When he finds out that Squidward got chosen instead of him, it completely destroys him. Cults will target vulnerable people who are at extremely low points, and the first place that SpongeBob goes to after having his heart broken is Goofy Goober's. After a night of getting drunk off of ice cream, he becomes resentful of Mr. Krabs and decides to tell him off.
I deserve that
The manager job, but you didn't give it to me. You said I'm a kid.
In fact, if King Neptune didn't interrupt and try to kill Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob probably would have quit and been fully able to join the cult. SpongeBob and Patrick go on a quest to retrieve Neptune's crown, and it's almost like every obstacle they face along the way is specifically designed to make SpongeBob and Patrick realize the dark truth about Goofy Goobers, but they fail to do so at every turn. So, they first stop at this tough guy bar that's full of men who beat up anyone that isn't manly enough. But I think there's actually a lot more going on here than it seems. This place actually has an insane amount of similarities to...
Well, I'm gonna say... Perfect pause. Yeah, I'm gonna say it looked just like the boat! What's tea? What's tea?
To the Goofy Goober ice cream parlor. They're both shaped like boats, they both have bikes out front and a bar inside, and they both have two-word titles that start with the same letter, Goofy Goobers and Thug Tug. Is it possible that this place is actually a former Goofy Goobers establishment that was abandoned? I mean, they literally have the Goofy Goober theme song on hand.
SpongeBob, it's the Goofy Goober theme song.
And they claim that no kids are allowed here, yet we see some old kid-sized handprints in the bathroom.
See that, Alex? See that? Wow. How did you? There's a few people I want to meet in my life, right? I just want to have a conversation. I want to talk. Alex is not on the list. I got to know your process for making such theories. I gotta know. He's on the list. Alex, I need to meet you. I need to know what it took for you to create this and then keep it ongoing, and then they're all connected. You got a forever fan. A forever fan. We love you over here, Alex, at the Sunflower Game. For real.
If this really is a former Goofy Goobers, then these guys would probably know the truth about the cult, which would explain why they're so against having anyone who's not manly in the bar. It's not because they hate kids, it's because they're trying to keep out a dangerous cult. If SpongeBob and Patrick just stuck around a little longer, maybe they would have learned this too, but they quickly sneak out and even make fun of the tough guys at the bar.
Come on, Pat, one more time.
Okay.
We're on a baby hunt. I don't think we don't know Halloween.
Clearly, they didn't get the lesson they were supposed to from
They
this
did
place.
not. They missed
They
it.
go to a fish graveyard and stop at a random ice cream stand, but it turns out it was actually a trap for a monster to lure unsuspecting victims.
Okay, Patrick, let's...
I'm just, oh my God, you're blowing my mind right now because everything is ice cream based. There's so much ice cream in this movie. Oh my God. When I was a kid, I wanted them so bad to have that ice cream. I really did. When I was a kid, I was like, yes. Every time I see the scene, I always knew what was gonna happen. But I always deep down inside really wanted them to have that ice cream. I really did.
You can let go now.
An ice cream store that's a facade for something darker that lures people in and keeps them trapped. It's like the ocean is literally screaming the truth to SpongeBob and Patrick, but they just aren't getting it. But then they reach an obstacle that's just too great for them to pass, and it makes them reevaluate some things about themselves.
We're not kids.
Open your eyes, Patrick! We worship a dancing peanut for corn's sake! You've been wearing the same Goofy Goober peanut party underpants for 3 years straight!
Oh, you're right, SpongeBob.
It isn't until Mindy helps them realize that they're more than just Goofy Goober kids that they can continue on their journey. They sing an entire song about how they believe in themselves now, and Patrick even says this.
Now that we're men...
I changed my underwear.
Finally broken free from the cult's indoctrination, but unfortunately, it doesn't last very long. They're stopped by a hitman Plankton hired to take them out, and he completely destroys all the progress they've made to grow as characters.
Step aside and you won't have to feel the awesome wrath of our mustaches.
These.
They were fake?
Of course.
Of course they were
They
fake.
end up getting abducted by a scuba diver who, to them, is a terrifying alien from another world, which is an interesting parallel to Reginald Goober being taken by aliens. They're taken to Shell City in a room full of dead fish, a place eerily similar to a death cult after a mass suicide. While SpongeBob and Patrick are being dried to death, they decide to fully embrace the Goofy Goober's beliefs and spend their last moments alive singing the Goofy Goober theme song.
Alex! Hold on.
I'm a Goofy Goober, yeah! You're a Goofy Goober, yeah! Goofy, Goofy, Goober, Goober!
But
Oh my god! The movie is so dark! Because why was that the last song they chose to sing? That was the last song they chose to sing. Oh my god, I am so... What? You're so right, Alex. You're so right. Every attempt to break break them from being a part of it, only for them to be literally near death. Or they actually did die, if you count this as death. They died, but they still was attaching themselves to the Goofy Goober cult. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
then, just like death cults always promise, they and everyone in the room are reborn when the sprinkler system turns on.
And then they're gonna think, because they sung that song, Daddy Goofy Goober got them out of there. They thought they were saved by Daddy Goofy Goober. Oh my god, everybody's reborn. Oh my god, please! They're never gonna not believe in the like they're gonna continue to believe in the Goofy Goober. They're gonna be stuck in the cult. Please get out! Oh my god! Ah! Please.
Whew, this is it's getting real dark. Then we get to the climactic finale of the movie. SpongeBob returns to the Krusty Krab, now a changed man. He has to battle Plankton and his army of mind-controlled slaves, and this is how the final confrontation plays out.
And if I've learned anything during that time, it's that you are who you are. So yeah, I'm a kid, and I'm also a goofball, and a wingnut, and a knucklehead McSpagatron!
What's going on here?
But most of all, I'm...
Hey, settle down. Take it easy. What the scallop?
I'm a Goofy Goober!
I'm a Goofy Goober. On first watch, this is such a satisfying and cathartic moment for SpongeBob. But in reality, this is the moment that he has gone past the point of no return and becomes a Goofy Goober.
Nah.
Now, this is normally when I pretend like the video was over and then surprise you with a last-minute twist, but I don't need to pretend this time. If you
No,
think
you
this
don't.
entire video has been insane rambling and none of this could possibly be intentional, well then just for you, I have saved my best piece of evidence for last. Are you ready?
Yes.
SpongeBob sings the Goofy Goober song. We cut to him standing on the world and getting abducted by a UFO. And even the UFO's lights make a pattern of red, yellow, red, which is eerily similar to the Goofy Goober UFO that has 2 red cherries with a yellow banana in the middle. And that is the Goofy Goober alien death cult theory.
Oh my God, y'all. Y'all, I don't even know what to say. We lost him. We lost Patrick. We lost him and Patrick. They're done. They are officially in the Goofy Goober cult, bro. It's over. Whole time they was trying. It was so many different ways for them to find out the truth, to break free from the shackles of Goofy Goober, only for bro to go full-fledged head first. I'm a Goofy Goober. I'm so outdone right now. What'd you do with the cat? That's actually a really cute cat. Oh my goodness. His name is Gary?
Wow. Didn't think I could, make these theories any darker, could ya? Gotta love that good old family-friendly, PG-rated SpongeBob. I am having so much fun making these videos. Don't worry, we've got plenty more on the way. I'm just making SpongeBob stuff from now on. I've been your host, Alex the SpongeBob Guy. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.
Okay, what you got? What you got at the end? Because you know you always add something at the end. That sweater is hard.
Hey, I'm gonna assume you're still down here. I thought about what you asked, and sorry, I just can't. I mean, it's one thing to buy you meat, but a living animal, like a cat, that's not a line that I'm willing to cross.
I'm glad you didn't do it.
If that means you're not gonna give me SpongeBob theories anymore, then so be it. But honestly, man, good luck finding someone else that's gonna be willing to be a part of whatever this weird relationship is between us. Come on, I know you can hear me.
Ooh, gave me a little jump. No! No!
What did you do?
My boy, I took what you brought me.
No, but I changed my mind. I didn't give you the cat.
You purchased the cat. You brought it to this home. I simply finished the job.
No, this is not what I wanted, okay? This isn't worth it. We are fucking done.
Got another theory though.
Boy, we both know you can't go back now.
Okay, this is the last time, and then I want you out of this house.
Yes. Yes. Fire. Fire. Oh my God. What a roller coaster, a great theory. Oh my God, this is definitely, as far as Alex Bale's theories, definitely probably #1. Mrs. Puff was #1 for real, for sure. But this takes the mother trucking cake. Oh my God. And I'm such a big fan of him incorporating his actual like filmmaking skills, because he's actually really good at making films, and incorporating it in, bro. Because what is the muse, right? This muse is obviously this thing that keeps giving us these theories, or giving Alex these theories for us to watch and consume. What is it? And I'm so excited to see the ending, but I'm also, it's a bittersweet moment because, like I said, Alex Bale was my first kickoff to this cartoon conspiracy, and I'm gonna hold off on this speech because I could, but this theory right here has given me another dark look on the Spongebob movie that I unfortunately can't unsee. And I'm going to be telling my friends about it. I'm gonna be like, yo, no, like Goofy Goober, like I'm gonna be talking about it. You're not gonna hear the end of this. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, because I most certainly did. I most certainly did. I thoroughly enjoyed this video so much. Thank you, oh my God, Alex, so much, a million times over. If you ever see this, bro, I love you over here. Sunflower Gang loves you over here. You are, oh my God, one of the greatest cartoon conspiracy theories. I know that's not what you want to be known for, but to me, I enjoy it. Thank you. This was my introduction to you, so I hope y'all enjoyed it, bro. There's nothing else to be said. Stay away from cults, bro, and ask yourself, do you still want to be a Goofy Goober after this madness? Think about it. All right, before we depart ways, I need you to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn that bell so you know when I post, because oh my God, bro, this was absolutely insane. And I loved it. My tea was piping hot. My cup was flowing over, bro. I sipped so much tea today. The drama was consumed. The gossip was inhaled. I had a great time, and I hope you did too. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Ooh. And y'all are willing, I will see you all in the next video. Bye, shalom, peace. I love you. Have a good rest of your night, day, evening, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's good. Bye.